Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new and you would like to check out more pick a card readings like this one each week from me, make sure to subscribe. Today's pick a card reading is a totally different idea. Okay, so I thought it would be cool to flip it around and see who is it that you attract when it comes to relationships. Okay, let's find out. In front of me, I have 8 different options. So observe each of these shells and stones, as well as numbers, and choose the one that really calls out to you. If you need more time, you can pause the video now, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Also, if you feel drawn to more than one, feel free to choose that as well, because chances are that message is also meant for you. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. So what type of people do you tend to attract when it comes to relationships? Okay, so right away I'm getting that the type of people you guys attract are really fun and spontaneous, adventurous type of people. And on top of being fun and adventurous, I feel like these people are big time dreamers as well. Okay, so they constantly have some kind of dream or vision of some kind of project or creative endeavor that they're working on or they have in their mind to work on. On top of being a dreamer, they are also very driven people, in general in life. But especially getting with this whole dream theme, yeah, they're driven dreamers, basically. And it's on top of that, they also seem to dream about a relationship. They have this whole romantic theme going along with this whole thing. So yeah, okay, so I'm getting an interesting combination as far as signs go. These people have a definite Sagittarius, free spirit, on the go. A lot of these people that you tend to attract could be into traveling, physical activity of some kind. So sports, working out, very fiery, upbeat, driven energy, basically. If it's about women that you're wondering about what type of women you attract, then it's definitely this feminine princess kind, and somebody who, feels they want to be pampered, spoiled, just treated like a princess, basically. I think this is really cute too, though. Pink. So I feel like you guys attract people that really like the color pink and are just all around feminine, and some may dress kind of preppy, but just very nice, basically. Very trendy people. So for the guys that you attract, I'm actually getting for some of you, they just have this laid back, chill persona and wear the plaid shorts, kind of surfer PacSun type clothing. Yeah, and okay, so the main trait though for guy and girl that's coming through, on top of being a fun, spontaneous, adventurous, fiery type person, they are also really hard workers, okay? So they have good work ethic, and the other thing is they all kind of have this people you guys tend to attract are hard to read, so they don't always outwardly show what they're feeling or even say what they're thinking, and they only let those in who they feel comfortable with. So it might take a little bit of time, okay? Like I said, this person is a dreamer, so they're definitely more comfortable with that. dream like they're safe. They're safe in the realm of their dreams, rather than more of a vocal, like showing it type of person. But I do feel like, again, once they feel comfortable with you, they will tell you that. But they do have this mysterious poker face type, chill, laid back, fun vibe though. Okay, so that's it. They give everyone the impression in the room that they're kind of like cool and friends with everyone. So you don't really know. That's the impression I'm getting with the type of people you attract. Also, signs and traits that came through for this group was definitely Cancer, like came through twice. So what that tells me is this person, the people that you attract are, because they have that fiery, you know, adventurous, spontaneous, fun personality, but Cancer's also coming through, which means, you know, just a bit more homebody, really more in touch with their emotions than they let on. So that tells me that they are actually really comfortable with doing either. Okay, so going out or staying in, like either thing with the people that you attract is a really fun time. Doesn't matter. I'm also getting the impression that these are the types of people, because they do have that romantic element with them, and then the Cancer popped up, that would possibly even, you know, make like a romantic dinner at home. Like, and it would be just as nice and fun as going out to a fancy restaurant. Like, I picture this person having like the candlelit dinner and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So on top of like Sagittarius and Cancer, I'm also getting Aquarius and Pisces traits for this group. Scorpio and Leo is also coming through. The other thing is even if you are in a relationship with this person, I get the feeling that sometimes, even though they feel comfortable with you and they do like let you know about what they think and feel in regards to you two, it's like the type of people you attract still kind of have like this tough time. Yeah, because even as I'm trying to say it, it's like articulating the right words for this is like blocked off. Like I'm picking up on that for them. Like I feel like that's just how they're wired. Like it's just, it doesn't come as naturally for them. And I feel like you guys probably often interpret like the lack of communication as possibly like a lack of feeling, or like, are they really in this? When they are, they just aren't the best at communicating it. See, it's like even my words are getting tongue-tied because it's like tapping into this is like, whoa, like it's interesting. Okay, so it's like this person lets their actions speak for them, like literally. Group one, so like the group you attract are dreamers who always have something going on in their mind that they would love to like execute and take off with, as well as are fun, adventurous, spontaneous people who have great work ethic and are really driven at whatever they put their mind to, who are a bit mysterious with poker face and don't exactly communicate in always the clearest way or say exactly what they mean, but do have a lot of emotion and caring. They just don't outwardly show it as much, but they definitely also have a romantic side and are cool with going out or staying in. So these are the people that you guys most attract. Oh my gosh, I'm still stumbling from tapping into this energy. Okay, group number one, I hope you found this reading enjoyable. Let me know in the comments. And make sure to give it a like if it resonated with you. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number two. Okay, so what type of people do you attract when it comes to relationships? Okay, so we have definite strength card energy, which for me signifies like always somebody who's always striving to be the best, you know, and not a stranger to overcoming obstacles, and just somebody who has like perseverance for either what they're doing or life in general. And that is the overall like theme. But on top of that, they also have this King of Wands energy. So your people are like bold, confident, direct people. Okay, a lot of these people that could be leaders of some sort. Some of them could be bosses. They could be your boss. Also getting for the men that, so if you're wondering about men that you attract, some of them could already, you know, have kids. I'm actually getting, for some of you that they are also, you tend to attract older men, or they're just wise and mature. And yeah. Okay, so for the women that you may attract, if you're wondering about women, is I'm actually getting like this woman in the picture, kind of like women with full hair is coming through. Some of them actually might be redheads as well. Both genders, I'm getting take pride in their appearance, okay? So they always make sure, you know, that they look good, basically. These people definitely have a sense of like what's right and wrong, like a definite sense of that, okay? So they're into truth, they're into clarity, they're into clear communication. Okay, so that's a little opposite of group one. Anyway, but I also feel, well, wait, before I get into that, they also have like a really upbeat, positive, optimistic approach to life and situations in general, okay? So this is like a person who, no matter what, sees the silver lining in situations. Great. That is a really great trait to possess. So like no matter what storm you or them could be going through, they have always got some positive twist about it. Just a real happy-go-lucky, like always seeing the bright side in things. Not always, but you know what I mean. Like they have that no matter what type thing. Just this faith that, you know what, it's temporary, you'll get through it. I'm also getting that for some, because the Sun and Judgment came up, that they also might be on, you know, just kind of like more spiritual, you know. So some of the people you attract are definitely more spiritual, may have gone through or are going through their own awakening process, just like really into something spiritual, but might take a lot of people by surprise due to whatever their job is. And for some of you, I'm getting that the people that you attract, their job is some kind of like laws coming through, or like they're a speaker of some kind. Not limited to just that, but that is what I'm picking up on with this group. Oh, another thing about the guys and girls, whoever you're wondering about that you attract, I'm getting that they both dress like nice, you know, like the guy that came up here is like real suave looking and metro, and could be city type boy that you attract. The women, they're just, you know, they could wear anything and look good type, not afraid to wear something that shows their figure, you know, just who they are. Also, like, the other thing that I'm getting that I feel is important is the people you guys attract, they really do shine like a star, okay? So they shine in whatever they do and just who they are, basically. Possible signs or traits that come through for people you attract: Pisces, okay, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Not limited to those, but those are definite traits that come through for this group. The other thing that I'm getting is that these people have this like fairness and justice theme, which I did kind of mention that a little earlier. Like they are all about right and wrong, and like really looking out for the underdog type. And that kind of ties in with the whole law theme. Like I literally see that these people are kind of got like a judge archetype, even if they're not a judge or like a lawyer. Like they're like just ready to defend people, you know, and stand up for what they believe in. So like I said before, it goes with that whole truth, justice, fairness theme with them, and speaking their mind. They're definitely good at that. Yeah. Okay, well, so like I said, you guys, the person that you attract, group number 2, is a bold, confident, truth and justice type person who speaks their mind and is really good at what they do. They shine, they're intelligent and wise, and they take pride in their appearance and dress nice. All right, group number 2, this is the type of person that I see that you attract. Let me know in the comments what you thought of that, and make sure to give it a like if it resonated with you. Bye guys. Hey, group number 3. So what type of people do you attract when it comes to relationships? So the first thing that I'm getting is that there is a definite young, fun, vibrant energy with this group. So I would not be surprised if the people you most attracted were younger than you. And it's probably because you look younger than what you really are and have a fun, young, vibrant energy about you as well. The other big thing that I'm getting is that these people can tend to have a kind of my way or the highway type attitude. A little bit, okay? It's not always like a big deal unless you two are kind of getting into it, and then they kind of have like this stubborn streak I'm getting. The other thing is they definitely like to be on the move or go, okay? So they like activities that are physical and are like, yeah, like keep them engaged physically somehow. And they're definitely down for the next, like, latest adventure, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if these people like to hike, camp, just being outdoors in general, you know? Any type of activity like that. I'm also getting along with that being out in nature vibe, that a lot of these people really enjoy being around water as well. The other thing that I'm getting is the people that you attract tend to have this creative side, and some may not even know about it, and others might, okay? So maybe they do, like, happen to be good at photography or are good with music or writing. There's definitely a creative element to the type of people that you attract. And the other thing is, I'm getting this, like, they're quick. They're quick with the words. They're quick with the comebacks. They're witty. Some of them are sarcastic, okay? So they're just the type that can be the life of the party. They're really good with words, okay? And it can leave other people pretty speechless, actually. I also feel like they like to crack a lot of jokes, okay? Or just have a really good sense of humor in general, okay? So they're funny, the people you attract. Especially, like, if you're wondering about what type of guy you attract, they're definitely on the comedy, funny end of this whole, what I'm picking up on. The women, they can also, like, if you're wondering about the women you attract, they also can be funny, but I'm definitely picking up this Empress vibe, okay? So you tend to attract women that you are attracted to and who are nurturing and also creative and doing their own thing. But all these traits apply to both guys and girls, okay? And I'm also getting that, especially for those of you that this person is younger, they can get mixed up into, like, drama, a lot of drama with friends, okay? So a little bit of a drama king or queen for this group. You also attract, though, people that have a lot going on in general as well, okay? So they're, like, juggling work, school, or, you know, gym, and then throwing the relationship on top of it, on top of any other, you know, hobbies or creative things that they're working on. So they always have, like, their plate full as well. And if anything, I feel like the people you attract could use a timeout here and there, like, from their busy schedules, but I don't feel like they see it that way, maybe until they feel run down. So Yeah, the other thing that I'm getting is sometimes when, if you get in a fight with these people, that is the time that they ironically don't know how to communicate, and they tend to retreat instead. So I wouldn't be surprised if, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying, is the people that you attract, like sometimes they retreat during fights because they're at a loss of words. In fact, that's why I think I'm stumbling on my words, okay? Because this is the second time that this has happened with picking up on people who don't communicate. So yeah, they can retreat when it's rocky, I also feel like sometimes they're a little stubborn when it comes to seeing things from another person's point of view. But again, I feel like, once there's a little bit more maturity there, they'll, come into their own and be able to do that. But then the other thing that I'm also getting about these people is that when their mind is made up, they are really dedicated to making something work and putting in the work and effort. So it's got to be their idea though. And I'm really getting all signs that this person, that you attract could be. What specifically came out was like Sagittarius and Libra, but again, like all signs are really coming through for the type of people that you attract. Okay, so yeah, you guys, group number 3, you attract that, my way or the highway, a fun, adventurous, witty, spontaneous, quick with the words until things get rocky type person who's creative and fun, but has a lot going on, might even be a drama king or queen, and yeah, all around interesting, keeps you on your toes type of person. Okay, group number 3, that is what I see for you on the type of person you attract. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and give it a like if it resonated. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 4. Okay, so what type of people do you guys attract when it comes to relationships? Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting about the people that you guys attract have kind of an introverted way about them. Okay, so some of them will be quiet. And I also am getting that they have kind of a stoic look to them. So like a poker face, they're not easy to read. So they could be feeling like all these emotions and you wouldn't even know unless they start to open up and tell you about it. Okay, and I'm also getting like there's a few different travel cards here, like roam free, the 8 of Wands, and 3 of Wands in reverse, and my 7 of Wands. And it's like, so I wouldn't be surprised if the people you attract are like in your life 1 minute and not there the next. And for some of you, this person, they like to travel or they travel for work. And for others of you, it's not actually a travel thing, but it's like 1 minute they communicate or hit you up and the next minute they don't. Okay? Yeah, because like the block of communication is here too. So I'm actually getting that this also could be both. Okay? I feel like maybe like this person travels for their job and maybe that's why their communication's so spotty. Okay, so this is interesting. I actually got I got career stuff for the other groups too, but like specific things like medical is coming through for this group. So I wouldn't be surprised if the people you attract are in the medical field. Medical or something to do with traveling. The other thing I'm getting is it seems like the people you attract are always working towards something, okay? So they're people of few words, but I do feel like they take a lot of action in their life. So with this card, I actually feel like your person likes to avoid crowds, okay? So they're definitely more comfortable being in their own space and maybe just chilling or hanging out with a few people. One-on-one makes them probably most comfortable. Yeah, they have a bit of a hermit vibe to them. And I'm also getting, I feel like they like to avoid conflict, okay? So they're like kind of a drama-free person, which is actually the opposite of the group before you. Yeah, they'd rather keep the peace. And the people, okay, so the people you attract might actually not say what they're thinking to keep the peace. Yikes. It's interesting. Oh, but you know what else I'm getting now that I'm looking over more? They are, because I have this whole like, be true to yourself, you know, like thing. But like they are, but they let their actions speak for them instead of their words, is what I'm getting. Okay. I also feel like they allow their actions to speak for them in relationships as well. Okay, so they might do sweet or romantic gestures for you. Like maybe they'll cook you dinner, or maybe they're into gifts. I don't know, but some kind of outward, you know, or show you affection that way. But as far as words go, no, wait, I'm getting something different. I actually feel like for some, like once they're comfortable with you, they will open up with words as well. But for others, they're just not as comfortable with speaking their mind and articulating what it is that they feel. So they will show you more with their actions. The other thing that I'm getting is on top of like the wanting to avoid conflict and not necessarily like saying things so they don't rock the boat, so to speak. I feel like for some of you, the people you attract also shut down, like when there's conflict. So again, with that like lack of communication. Yeah. So they definitely like exude this serious type side to them, and there's definitely some kind of element of travel. But you know what? I feel like deep down, the people that you attract, they are caring, they do have a heart, and they do have a fun side to them. It's just they don't let everyone see it, except for like their friends and whoever they're involved with. Oh, I'm also getting that this person might be kind of slow moving when it comes to relationships as well. And I can't say that I'm exactly surprised, because if they're not really comfortable with articulating, you know, like with their words, what they're feeling, then I don't see them necessarily initiating, not with words. So now I'm kind of getting that you guys might even be the ones who end up making the first move with the people that you attract into your life. Through is your person is also got a creative side to them as well. And they do care. And I do feel like they have this sense of right and wrong, you know, and being true to themselves. They just have a different way of showing it than I feel like you guys watching this do. But, yeah. Okay. The other thing that I'm getting for you, group number 4, is the people you attract are deep seekers, okay? I'm just getting like this person, they, you know, they are a bit of a lone wolf, but on top of that, they feel like really peaceful and at home with being alone. Okay, whereas, you know how others, they have to always be around people. Not this person. And it goes kind of back to the hermit mode, but even in a spiritual way. Like, it's like they find themselves through solitude, as well as get in touch with what path is right for them. So, in a sense, the people you attract are also more self-aware than a lot of other people are. And yeah. And I also feel like that self-awareness is also linked back to that creative side. I feel like they display it, again, not in words, but in like whatever they do that's creative. All right, group number 4, that is what I got for you. Let me know in the comments if it's what you thought, and make sure to give it a like if it resonated. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 5s. Okay, so what type of person do you attract? So what I'm getting for you guys is that your person definitely has an independent streak to them. Like, they pride themselves on, I don't need anybody and I know what I bring to the table, and you know, I'm just all around self-sufficient. So that's the kind of vibe and energy and way that they live. I feel like they also, okay, they have a very like air side to them. So they're intelligent, they're logical. Some of you guys have great communicators. They also sometimes can be seen as kind of serious. But on the flip side of that, I also get though that at the same time they have a fun, flirty, feisty side to them. So we're next to each other, and I'm actually getting kind of like a fire ice vibe to your like the people you attract. Okay, so one minute they can seem kind of distant, cold, aloof, and then on the next hand they can seem like warm, feisty, flirty, just like, you know, like passionate, alive. So yeah, the people that you attract definitely have like what would seem like polar opposite sides to them. Definitely can be hot and cold. Along with your people that you attract being independent, some of these people also carry that with them in the finance realm, and they may have their own business. And if they don't have their own business, I feel like they have some kind of side hustle going on, as well as maybe, you know, they're just constantly working on hobbies or something. I also feel like the people you attract might even retreat and like just kind of have their own world working on something. And for some of them, it's actually a way to deal with stress. And I also feel like you guys attract people who like to travel. Okay, so maybe they've been to a bunch of different exotic locations, or have just traveled or want to travel. I also feel like you attract people who like to like stargaze or look at the moon, or maybe take pictures of the moon or nature. The people that you attract, the one thing that they kind of need to have more of is balance, and know when to like take a time out and like just rest, you know, and do nothing. I feel like these people, they don't actually feel comfortable resting, so they're like always on the go. The other thing is, going back to the air sign of them, is that you guys tend to attract people who might overthink situations, and if they don't actually communicate when something is wrong, I feel like they have a tendency to kind of distort reality sometimes, and basically, you know, they end up getting caught in their head and just like creating issues that aren't there, and you'll be thinking everything's fine, and then they won't be fine, and you'll be like, what's wrong, you know, and trying to like get them to communicate. And I feel like a lot of it just boils down to either miscommunication or a misunderstanding with them. But the thing of it is if they don't address these patterns that they have, it's like the next person, you know, who comes into their life, they project the same issue onto that person instead of really just dealing with, I feel like, the key insecurity that comes up for them. So yeah, that's like the double-edged sword of having that air trait, you know? Whether the people that you attract are air signs or not, I feel like it probably ends up being the same pattern with you in relationships and what you end up dealing with. Yeah, and definitely, you know, with the moon and Eight of Swords here, so there's definitely this element of a repeated pattern where I do believe that that's what's going on, is they will misinterpret something, and instead of communicating, they might retreat, or, you know, that's when the cold side of them comes out, and you'll be the one who is usually like, what's wrong, what's going on, and have to get it out of them. And usually, again, like I said, it's a misunderstanding of some kind or misperception. The other thing that I'm getting with this person is, I feel like if it's women that you're wondering about that you attract, a specific trait that's coming through for some of them is they might have their own garden, or maybe they have a lot of plants. Yeah, something to do with plants is coming through. And for the men, I'm actually getting they might be really good at like handiwork with this hammer here. It's coming through. So like really good at fixing things or working with their hands of some kind. Yeah, that's what's coming through for that. Okay, group number 5. This is what I see for you as far as the people that you most attract. Okay, it's definitely hard workers who are independent, always doing their own thing, can be hot and cold, but they definitely have that fun, fiery streak to them. And yeah, all around a smart, fun person though. So group number 5, let me know in the comments what you thought, and if this resonated, make sure to give it a like. Bye guys. Hey group number 6. Okay, so what type of person do you attract? All right, so let's just jump right to this. So the person that, or type of person that you most attract is definitely in the spotlight somehow. So for some of you, I feel like they're like on a sports team. And for others of you, I feel like this could be like social media. Okay, so they basically have a lot of fans or followers. Now, along with being in the spotlight, I'm also getting they definitely have this romantic side or side to them. Yeah. And there's definitely an element of gift giving. Okay, so I'm getting 2 things about that. One is this person is completely legit, okay, and the fame followers haven't gotten to their head, okay, so they're like down to earth, humble type who actually does want somebody. Now, for the other type of person, I don't feel that this is legit. So maybe you attract both types of people. And like, you know, the gift giving and the being in a relationship, even though that's not what they really want, is all kind of just part of an act. And they're actually really concerned about image and boosting their ego. Like I said, 2 types of people are coming through for this. So that doesn't mean that that's the type only that you attract. Just could be part. You could also attract the others who are in the spotlight but legit. Or maybe both. Okay, the other thing that I'm getting, yeah, okay, yeah, because that's showing there's definitely the half that want commitment. So along with that, I'm also getting that the people that you attract most also could kind of like have mood swings, or they're just like totally like in this 1 minute and then kind of cold and distant backed off the next. And that could go for like either type. So even the one who's legit, especially though this goes for the one who's not legit, because it's almost like, okay, you know, they're over this whole act and their heart's not in it anymore. Maybe it was in the beginning, but not anymore. And for the one that is legit, it could just be legitly, you know, mood swings and stuff coming up for them, and they just get kind of distant. Okay, so I'm definitely picking up on that. Also, I feel like the people you attract sometimes are inconsistent as far as keeping in touch goes. So one minute you might hear from them a lot, or they might give good morning and good night text, and then all of a sudden they don't. And nothing necessarily is wrong, it's just how this person is. Kind of inconsistent. That could go for either group, by the way. I'm also getting that you guys tend to attract people who have trust issues that they, you know, have to overcome if they want a strong commitment with somebody. But yeah, that's, so, you know, you may actually attract people who are kind of guarded, have their walls up, and act like they want a relationship, but like I said, they have their walls up, which makes it tough to actually, you know, have a relationship that can work. In fact, that might actually be why that first person was coming through, as maybe the whole being in a relationship while in the spotlight was more of a facade, or like for their ego boost, because it's more like they don't allow their heart to be open for someone. Like they feel like it's safer that way, when in reality, you know, they're really just ending up hurting themselves and who they're with if they don't end up opening it. But, you know, that's something they gotta come to terms with. The other thing I'm getting is, for some of you, this isn't all of you, you attract thrill seekers. So people who are adrenaline junkies. So all in all, group number 6, I do feel like your person is a fun person who is good at whatever they do, and they really truly are a hopeless romantic at heart. You know, I really do feel like with these two together, it can also signify just like somebody who does believe in destiny, and, you know, somebody being the one. And I do feel like they really do ultimately want commitment with somebody special, and they just got to work through their own barriers and trust issues. And I feel like, yeah, like all in all, the people you attract are, they're great. All right, group number 6, this is what I see for you. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if it resonated with you, give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 8. All right, so what type of people do you most attract? Okay, so you guys, so this is really similar to group number 6's, but you guys have a little bit of a different spin on it. So you guys attract somebody who's also in the spotlight, but it definitely has more of an artistic, creative angle to it. So I'm getting like a performer, possibly, like singer, musician, somebody who's in a band, but also possibly social media, or they're also on social media. Somebody who's got fans and followers. They definitely, your people have that kind of energy, or maybe they're just popular, you know. Some kind of spotlight energy is happening within this group. I also feel like for some of you, you attract people who have like a rough past, okay? Definitely feel like were betrayed somehow and have had to overcome that. And the people you attract take kind of great pride in that. Like, wow, you know, like, I'm strong, look what I overcame type feeling. I also feel like, along with the creative, artistic nature of these people, they're definitely passionate. And like when they get into anything that they're into, so it could be art of any kind as well, and they could just be posting that on, not just, but be posting that on social media. And I feel like whatever they get into, they dive all in. Like they put their heart and soul into it. And that alone inspires people, I feel. Yeah, just definitely have this like artistic flair to them. Now, this is for some of you, not for all of you. These types of people that you attract could be fling types, so people who don't want to commit. Yeah, and who also go in and out of your life like quickly. So it could be a fun, passionate, short-lived time. That's not for all of you. That's just for some. Might attract that. Okay, so the other thing that I'm getting is that this is for some of you. The people that you attract might also indulge in some kind of substance abuse as a way to deal with their problems when they feel emotionally out of control. Again, that's not for all of you, that's for some of you. The other thing I'm getting is to go along with this whole performer theme is that your people that you attract are like high energy and, like I said, passionate and just full of life, but at the same time they also have this like laid back, cool, chill vibe to them as well. You guys also attract people who are hard to get. Like they play kind of hard to get. And I also feel like they like a challenge. So they also like when somebody, you or anyone else, you know, that they're interacting with is hard to get. There's definitely that element of wanting a challenge with this group. So I'm actually, even though there's a lot of fire in the cards for this, I'm getting a lot of air and earth vibes. Okay, so Libra and Taurus came through strongly, but I'm also feeling like Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio. So yeah, a splash of water in there as well for the type of traits of people you attract. Could be signs too, but definite traits. Okay, so you guys definitely attract the high energy, life of the party, creative, artistic performer who also knows how to chill and be laid back and just an all around fun people, basically. Okay, group number 7, this is who I see for you. Let me know in the comments what you thought and make sure to give it a like if it resonated with you. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 8. Whoop. So what type of people do you attract? All right, so the song that's coming through when I look at this pile and tap into the energy is like, you guys attract people who, it's like, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down, okay? So I feel like these type of people that you attract have definitely been hit with the hard knocks of life. Okay, yeah, there's another song that's coming through. But like, no, but it's kind of like they've kind of been beaten by life a little bit. Like a lot of different weird challenges and hardships have hit them, but they've always rose from it. So this person's perseverance and these people's perseverance and willpower is strong, okay? But it's definitely also showing that 5 of Pentacles where the person just looks like, oh man, not again, you know, like I've been there, done that, been to the bottom, you know, started from the bottom, now we're here. Okay, so I'm just getting tons of songs for this group. No, but seriously, and I do feel like this person takes, you know, pride in like, yeah, you know, I started from the bottom, didn't get help, you know, as far as like, and I had people against me, but I rose to the top, okay? So, and I'm getting that these people also have some kind of thing to do with traveling, okay? I feel like this is where their peace, their feeling of freedom, feeling of any sense of control that they have due to whatever's happened comes to them. So maybe you guys attract people who are kind of nomadic, you know, like they don't stay in one place or state long, or even country. And yeah, so they're like here one minute and gone the next. And I think that's why it's coming up that you guys attract people too, where it's like kind of communication is inconsistent. Like they'll be texting you one minute, not the next. But I feel like they're literally in your state one minute or country and not the next. So yeah, okay, that's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like theme, it's like there's a cat and mouse game going on between you two. I think one minute you think with these types of people that, oh yeah, like something is sparked between us, something's going, and then boom, they're gone. And you're like, what? And it literally could be, again, with the travel, like, yeah, some kind of like nomadic life with the people you attract. Or maybe you travel a lot and the people you're meeting are from these other places because you travel. And that could be with your job, or maybe you just travel. Definitely got the theme of travel. Now, the sign that's coming through the strongest is Gemini, but it's not limited to that. But the energy and trait with Gemini for this group makes sense because there's definitely a hot and cold, I'm there one minute, I'm not the next, I'm down for this idea, I'm not the next, you know, type feeling going on with this person, or this type of person. Oh my gosh. So used to saying that. Yeah, but again, with the High Priestess flipped, it's like, but there's just also this hidden side to these people, like a part of them they keep hidden, as well as like the lack of communication. So yeah, you guys, you have these people who are mysterious, hard to read, very into whatever they're doing, job, hobby, and an element of travel. Definitely something about the water. But they can make money though. All right. Also, the people you tend to attract are dreamers as well. But I feel like they get overwhelmed though. Like with this whole Seven of Cups energy, it's kind of like if there's too many choices presented to them, they get overwhelmed and they just want to like put up their hands and like just retreat. So I also feel like they feel that way about certain personalities of people, kind of like if you come at them strongly, and maybe I feel like people who speak fast throw the people you attract, and like they get overwhelmed, like system overload, and they just back out. So yeah, these people are best approached with kind of a laid back nature. But you know what? You got to be true to you though. And if that's not you, then, you know. All right. So you guys attract these travelers who are mysterious and hard to read, but able to make that coin. And you know what? Who are dreamers, but they're one minute and not the next. All right, group number 8. This is what I saw for you. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and make sure to give it a like if it resonated with you. All right, bye guys.